What's up, everyone? This video, how to introduce pressure from the prong collar. There is almost nothing in dog training that is done more backwards than introducing pressure from the prong collar. So I'm gonna make this very simple. I'm gonna make this very quick. This is the proper way to implement that device to your dog. I see. First, I'm gonna show you what your dog needs to be able to do first. On my dog Freddie, I have a slip lead. In my pockets, I have some of his food. If your dog can't do this stuff, you cannot implement the prong collar. They need basic commands, they need engagement, they need to understand pressure from the slip lead. So I'll show you what I mean. Yes. They need to know how to yield to the leash. Ready? Watch the leash. I see. Yes. I see. Yes. So when I give the sit command and pressure the leash, Freddie knows the way to stop that pressure is to put his rear end on the ground. Free. I see. Yes. Basic sit command. Now let's do it down. Couché. Yes. Let's make sure you can see it good. Let's go right here. Okay, ready for the leash? Couché. Yes. Couché. Yes. Couché. Yes. Couché. Yes. And it's important, all of this happens in a non-distracting environment, especially when the prong comes out. Gigantic mistake number one of dog owners. They introduce the prong in an extremely distracting environment, out on a walk. No, 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 no. We can't even dream of a distraction until that dog understands the prong backwards and forwards. Couché, yes. Okay, so some basic sits, some basic downs with the leash pressure. I see. Watch my leash here. Yes. So I'm saying a word, I'm pressuring the leash, the dog's achieving the behavior, I'm relieving the leash pressure, and I'm paying the dog. I see. Ready for the leash? I see. Yes. Got to be able to do that on a slip lead. Let's go to this climb. Climb. Yes. That's simple. Now watch going back to it. I see. Climb. Good. Important to note, I'm not dragging the dog, I'm not pulling the dog. I'm saying a command the dog already knows, I'm adding pressure. Once they achieve it, I relieve the pressure. He's not performing the action because of the pressure. Does that make sense? So just to further explain, watch this. Yes. He knows the word yes. Now watch this. I see. He knows sit. Watch this. Not there, buddy. Ready? No leash. coucher. Yes. So that basic obedience, sit down, free, yes, ready, no leash, climb, yes. So my dog knows the commands, and he knows the commands with the leash. He understands how to turn that off. I see. Climb. Yes. Climb. Rest. Your dog needs to have that, and they need to have that for several months. So you get a puppy, you spend a couple months just with positive reinforcement, luring, teaching words. Next couple months, you add in that leash pressure to complement all the obedience that you already have. The dog can perform with the pressure, without the pressure. Now, the prong coming in is going to be super easy and clear to the dog because nothing changes except the sensation that they're feeling around their neck. Now, here's a pro tip, and this is why you guys give me the big bucks. I like to use a 2.25 millimeter prong. Guys, right here, this is your live ring. That's where the leash will ultimately get attached. It's called the live ring because when you apply pressure, it makes the collar evenly contract. That's the live ring. We got to crawl before we walk. When you introduce it, you're going to clip it on the live ring as well as what's called the dead ring. So what the dead ring does is it stops the actual contraction of the collar. So the dog is just going to feel pressure from the prongs and get used to it before they feel pressure from the prongs and the contraction around their neck. So that step is always skipped by people. Big mistake number 2. They slap the prong on around big distractions. They put it right on the live ring. Dog hits it, gets pressured a lot, doesn't understand leash pressure, doesn't really know commands, and the dog has a terrible time on the prong, and now prongs are so mean and bad. That's basically the quick summary. Your dog should love this collar. Watch this. You need to create this. Yes. Yes. I see. Yes. Another big mistake, people get the prong, they go, they put it on the dog, bang, 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 they start using it. It's only a corrective device. No, no, no. Can your dog do this? I see. Go. Yes. Is your dog throwing themselves into the collar? Is your dog excited when the collar comes out? Well, if you only slap it on them without them knowing anything and start banging on them, they're absolutely not going to like the collar. But if you introduce it this exact way, come over here, here's the collar, yes, feed, yes, feed. I'm not even clipping it yet. They just love me going to put this around their neck. I see. Good. I see. Take your time. It's your dog. You have over a decade. Enjoy. Take your time. Look. I see. I love you, Fluffy. I see. I see. Okay, get him comfortable. Now let me remove my slip. Okay, so now I have the prong on. It's looser than it ultimately will be. I can get my hand under there. And it's on both the live ring and on the dead ring. So let's make our way over to our bed. I see. I see. This is your dog's first time feeling the prong. Obviously not his. Back. I see. But it's your dog's first time feeling the prong. Go really gentle. Use your food. I see. Rest. Climb. Good. Ready for the leash? First time for the dog. Yes. Climb. You need to have an extremely food motivated dog. If your dog isn't food motivated and won't take food, you shouldn't even be saying prong collar. Your dog can't even eat food. Your dog doesn't even want what you have. You need to fast that dog. Dog needs a major league diet. They need to be foaming at the mouth to get that food, to get what you have, because that desire needs to override any possible sensitivity they can experience from the prong. Yes. Ready? Couché. Yes. Couché. Yes. You have loaded, powerful reward markers when you introduce the prong. Couché. Yes. That's mistake number 697 that dog owners make. They introduce a prong, they don't even know what a reward marker is. You go, oh, it's good. They go, oh no, my dog knows good. No. They don't even have powerful reward markers. Watch this. I see. Rest. Yes. If you say that and your dog doesn't do that, you don't have reward markers. Couché. Yes. Couché. Yes. Couché. Yes. Assis. Yes. Right? Assis. Yes. Assis. Yes. Assis. Yes. Your dog needs to be able to do that. Let's do one more time on the bed. Ready? Assis. Rest. Okay, you got 10 sessions under your belt. Your dog's feeling it. Put the food away. Have it ready. Climb. Yes. Assis. Climb. Free. That's how you start to introduce pressure from the prong collar. Most people, they go, I'm going to introduce the prong. I already told you all the other mistakes, and it's going to be for healing. No, it's not. It's not going to be for healing. It's going to be like you just saw me do. We don't introduce prong to get a dog to stop pulling. But they kind of stop pulling. Doesn't mean it's right though. And anytime you take that collar off, they're going to be gone and they're going to learn absolutely nothing except metal spikes hurt my neck. So it's not really teaching much. Legitimately, to introduce a prong into healing, see, you do exactly what I just did, for several weeks until the dog's amazing at it. Then you move to the live ring. And then you do that for several weeks until the dog's amazing at it. Then you add in the smallest, most mild distraction for several weeks until the dog's amazing at it. And then one more, then you change environments. You see where I'm going with this. Now watch the prong introduction for the heel command. Assis. No leash first. Your dog has to do this. Au pied. Assis. Free. Assis. Rest. Ready? Au pied. Spit. Assis. Au pied. Spit. Right? Au pied. No leash. Ready? Au pied. Au pied. Au pied. Now with the leash. Au pied. Au pied. Au pied. Au pied. Spit. Climb. Take your time. I feel like a little bit of a broken record in this video because I just keep saying what you don't want to do, what you don't want to do, what you don't want to do, this is wrong, this is wrong. The last thing on your mind when you go to implement a prong is fast results. My dog drags me around on walks for 6 months to a year. So now I'm gonna slap a prong on, take him for a walk, and make him walk better. Your dog will love you in the collar. Come on. There's nothing quick about introducing a prong. You master that session that you just saw me do there, and you should be able to do that session on the live ring in any environment your dog could ever possibly be in. And if you can't do that, you don't have engagement, you don't have loaded reward markers, you don't have a motivated dog, your dog doesn't understand working for you in leash pressure, so why should you have a prong? Guys, I hope it helped. How to introduce pressure from the prong collar. It's not a corrective device when we teach the dog about the collar. It can be down the line, but we need to build a great association and activity with it before we even think about punishing a dog on it. So knock that out. Shoot me a message if you have any questions. Oh, age. I don't even think about the prong before 5 months old, and 5 months would be the earliest I would start doing something like that, just to let you know. And it's never too late. Your dog can be 12 years old, you can start to do this. And in fact, I'd encourage you to. If you introduced the prong wrong and now you feel bad because I've just been crapping all over it the whole time, first of all, I apologize. But if you introduce it wrong, don't even worry about it because that's not gonna help anything. Totally change the dog's thoughts on the prong. Do this session anyway. I did everything wrong, I feel bad. Move past it. Do this session with your dog. Dogs are very resilient, they're very forgiving. It's easy to counter condition if you have a motivated dog and loaded reward markers. So no matter what the case is, no matter the past, 5 months or older, this is how you introduce pressure from the prong. I'll see y'all in the next video. Happy training.